And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, number 45. What's the word on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had his struggles so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit. And we'll watch how he works in this one.
All right, ready to go here. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Sitting on top end, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls, one strike.
Swings through that.
0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one away.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Albies, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old. And he's a native of Curacao. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one not close. And it's 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. And you know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Austin Riley. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Ball 1 there.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
Late with the swing there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fastball is outside. And it remains 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Coors Field. And pitching here today, Chris Sale. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. And that's downstairs and outside. Sale with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside.
Ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground. And it gets by him.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. The shortstop takes the ball. In there at the knees, and the count even 1-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one the other way, and they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. And a big factor for them in recent games, Jacob Stallings.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
Ryan McMahon in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
No strike.
Step off throw to first. Doyle dives back in safely. And that's in there at the knees.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Wow, that's
1-2.
89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Here's Michael Toglia. 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch just misses.
No, that's a ball. Too low.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Up the middle, Albies jumps, throws, and very nicely done for the out. The Rockies strand 1. We played an inning, no score. Back here in Denver, here is Matt Olson.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Didn't go. Here's the pitch to Olson. That's outside. Ball 2. Swing and a miss.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Here's Profar now. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
0-1.
Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones.
Let's go, Rockies!
And a foul ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Doyle sizing this one up. And there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls. 1 strike.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
That's inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that one ripped to left and foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Doyle under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in is the speedy Owen Miller. Sale back to work. And there's a strike. Sale, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Allen sends it across to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And 2 away now.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Sam Hilliard digging in for the Rockies. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Strike two.
One ball.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. That one is absolutely belted way back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Nick Allen next up for the Braves. 0 for 6 in the series so far. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike
No
one.
ball. One strike.
Let's go, Rockies!
That's the third. Off balance feet. There's one. Relay to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss as he was late. Acuna with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
That one drifts inside.
Two, one.
Top of the third, no score. A little bit low. And now 3-1.
3 balls. One strike.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hilliard sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Jacob Stallings.
And ball one. Stallings
1-0.
with some impressive production lately. Grounds one to short. Allen. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Sean Bouchard.
And now the right fielder, Sean Bouchard. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Kicks and fires. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Brenton.
Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. 3rd home run of the season, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now Kyle Farmer. He's 0 for 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. Out to short. It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner at first with 2 away. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
And that drops in for a strike. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
That one misses. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Rockies score first with this solo homer. It's now 1-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. And a swing and a miss.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
In the air out to center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ozuna, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And now it's even up. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit.
Up next for Atlanta.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
One gone, runner at first. So here's Riley now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Ground ball could be 2. The throw to second, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Rockies 1 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That clips the corner.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ground ball to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So in now for Colorado, Owen Miller. To the left side, but it is well foul.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's the 0-2. That's
1-2.
down and in. And that is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Liner snagged it first. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play.
Up next for the Rockies, second baseman
Tyro Estrada to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
In there at the knees. And that's strike 1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next
Ball.
offering misses down and away.
2 balls,
Recognize
2
that
strikes.
changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Good job to fight that one off. Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Man at first, Sam Hilliard digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Just missed.
Down.
Let's go, Rockies! Come on!
And he takes a strike.
All right, Rockies!
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one left for Colorado. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
You know, these
One
Braves
strike.
definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Got it. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Profar now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Oh, and he hit
Dead
him.
ball. Take first.
Anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Michael Harris the second, getting ready to hit. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, a come and get me
One
fastball
strike.
right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one lifted to left. Hilliard. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. He reached on a walk his first time. And that's
Ball.
off the inside edge.
1 ball,
And
no
that
strike.
is ball 1. In the air, left field, Hilliard. And that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Rockies 1 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jacob Stallings. Sale back to work. That one outside, and it's 1-0.
Hee-haw!
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in safely. It's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here is Sean Bouchard. He's 0 for 1. The other way. He steps on the bag, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Doyle lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Stallings comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Now snap throw to first. And he's back safely. Doyle over at first with 1 away. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Goes to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Coors Field, all set for the start of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Nick Allen. Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball. Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
One down, base is empty. Missed with a changeup, and the count 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And a ball evens the count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2-2 now. And he grounds one to the right side. A sliding stop, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one out to right. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
That's a good job right there.
Now that
You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Marcel Ozuna.
Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Number 45 departs.
He's in line for his first career win as he leaves, Boog, but there's plenty of time for things to change. We'll see if the bullpen can get to the finish line.
Now pitching.
Jake
for the
Bird
Rockies.
gets the ball now.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
So runner at second, 2 down. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Two outs and one in scoring position. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
1-2.
In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here's the pitch to Ozuna.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Third out, and that ends the frame. A strong showing from the Colorado bullpen. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Rockies 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 6th inning. There's Ryan McMahon now.
Ryan McMahon.
And that one pulled foul. And strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss. Sale picks up the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Tolia
Ball
stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. There's the strike.
Filthy changeup right there.
1-1.
Just pulled the string.
And that's in for a strike. One out, base is empty. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Next to hit for the Rockies, Owen Miller. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Now it's the second baseman, Tyro Estrada.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
First pitch misses. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Two outs. And
Ball
another
two,
ball.
down.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One
Now, there's a
strike.
certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
On the corner for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. And the inning is over. The Rockies strand one. They're up 2-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Kinley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Riley
No,
in now,
outside.
takes ball one off the plate. Kinley, a 6'4" righty. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And a 1-1. Base knock right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Strike one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big
No
swing of the
ball.
bat
One
right here.
strike.
Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball. Around second is Riley. Runner around third. He's safe, and now they trail by one.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So the tying run in scoring position now. Now batting Jurickson Profar. And there's a ball. So the tying run at second. That catches the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Now one missed. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Next offering upstairs. Michael Harris II in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground to the left. Makes a sliding stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Tyler Kinley done for the afternoon, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher now, Lucas Gilbreth.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Michael Harris II next up for the Braves. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's towards center. Doyle under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Here's the catcher to hit, Drake Baldwin.
A little surprised they don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
There's a swing and a miss. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Jimmy Herget preparing to come on if needed. Alexander also throwing. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Left fielder, Sam Hilliard.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And first offering is fouled off.
All these Rockies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The other way, and he beats the shift, and that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jacob Stallings now. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. Runner at first with no outs here. Off the mark there. And the count is 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
2-2.
This one in the dirt. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do on the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Bouchard. He's grounded out a couple of times. And a sac bunt here. Tries the barehand, and it gets by him.
Well, he's just given himself up to move two runners into scoring position right there, but somehow the defense can't get an out anywhere, and this is quickly turning into a golden opportunity for this offense.
Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Johnson fires. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Hilliard on third. Stallings at second. Bouchard on at first with nobody out. Goes down looking.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit according to the electronic strike zone, but that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
Kyle Farmer digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 3. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-0.
The 1-0. Comebacker could be 2. Over to second for 1. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Herget.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Allen. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Right side, Bouchard hauls it in for the out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No, that's a ball.
And a count 1-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That
Ball
one
2.
in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's
Full
in the
count.
dirt. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights it off, he'll see another. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss, beat him with a fastball.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Ripped on a line. He's got it. And that'll do it. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Joe Jimenez. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Joe Jimenez.
Let's go, Rockies! All right, Rockies!
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A gigantic blast. Third home run of the season. It's 3-1.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Michael Toglia digging in for the Rockies.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Jimenez, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses the zone. Ball one.
1-1.
Just missed. There's a strike at the knees. It's 2-2. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit.
Up next for the Rockies. First
Owen Miller digging in for the Rockies.
Miller.
In the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
No outs. Runner on second. Slice to right, and it stays fair. Coming home. He will score.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
At the plate, Tyro Estrada. There's a strike. Miller at second with nobody out. That's a hit. And he boots it. Coming home. He'll score. So man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Sam Hilliard. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Dylan Lee comes on now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Boots it. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn two. And as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
So in now for Colorado, Jacob Stallings. That to right. And that'll fall for a base hit. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And the lead is up to 5. So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Next to hit for the Rockies, Sean Bouchard. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. No outs. Runners at first and third. In there at the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. And that one fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Riley tossed to second, and that's 2. 4 runs in the inning, 5 hits, an error, and a runner left. Through 8 full, it's the Rockies 6 and the Braves 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Victor Vodnik.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
The designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Kyle Freeland getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Senzatella also getting ready. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that one missing low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Riley, the next to hit, takes outside.
1 ball, no
Base is
strike.
empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth.
Well, that's really the money
One
spot,
ball,
down and
one
away.
strike.
If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
1 down, base is empty. Way high with that one. Now 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. Braves down to their final out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Olsen now at the plate as he swings through
ball.
strike 1.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
One strike away. That one way inside. Two down, nobody on. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Just off the inside edge.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Three-two now. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rockies finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd. Number 45 with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.